What's going on, everyone? It's Adam and Craig with Grandstand Golf, and we are doing round 2 DFS Showdown targets for the 2021 Sentry Tournament of Champions. Craig, it's our first Showdown video of the year, and we've already showed up to the party. Both wearing the same shirt. I'm extremely embarrassed, but let's carry on. Let's push through it.
You just got to push through these things. We should have talked to each other beforehand.
So embarrassing. What did you see from our Thursday opening round Tournament of Champions?
Awesome to have golf back. I remember how hard it is to watch golf with a puppy around. I love this course. Like, I think it's so much fun to see some of the, especially I think the approach shots. Like, it's really fun to see some of the ways they have to come into these holes.
Yeah.
I think it's challenging, but gettable.
Obviously gettable. I mean, scoring average, we can see down at the bottom there, negative 3.38. Tons of birdies out there. Eagles everywhere.
But on a day without wind, the course like this that defends itself with wind, you're going to have low scores. But I think it like presents itself. Yeah, it presents itself in a way that even if it was windy, you could still get it if you hit your shots in the right spot. But it could also, if it's windy, it could beat the field up a bit more.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, I mean, opening day, we got a couple guys 8 under. Harris English, Justin Thomas, not really surprised by either. Harris English was one of my picks, so feeling pretty good about that. Some interesting names with a 6 under pack. Anything jumping out at you in the leaderboard there?
I mean, I think more just a lot of those guys I would not have expected to be at 6 under. That's probably what jumps out at me most. Streb, Taylor. You were very high on Palmer going in. I think we both liked Garcia for where he was priced. I didn't expect Sungjae to play this well, so it'll be interesting to see if he can keep that up through the rest of the week.
So yeah, I like Sungjae there. I'll be interested to see how he does through the rest of the tournament. I don't know if my exposure, I don't know. I might be a little bit underweight, but I like to see that just as a fan.
Yeah. Tea time reshuffle.
Yeah. So guys at the back of the pack are all first. I think that's Munoz and Finau. English and Thomas will be off last. Like we would on a Saturday, Sunday. It's just that's how it is for Friday.
Start here. Yep.
Yeah. Looking ahead at Friday, weather, I think it's going to be super, super gettable again. Wind is way, 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 way down. Even the gusts you can see in that column there. We're not really getting any gusts. Maybe 4, 5, 6 p.m. going up to 8 or 9 miles per hour. But even that, like, that's not significant. That's nothing for these guys.
No, for these guys, that's nothing. I mean, you can see it gets right down there to almost nothing. Actually nothing. But
beautiful day in Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's jump into our picks. It's a limited field, so we're only going to do 2 each, 4 total for you. So jumping in right into my first pick, Collin Morikawa, 8,500. He went under. He's 4 under. He should have been 5 under. He had a 69, 5 birdies, 1 bogey. It's kind of a classic showdown / Morikawa type round 1, setting up for round 2. Amazing stroke gain tee to green. He's great off the tee, great on approach, as we expect with Morikawa. 3.308. He's 3rd in the field, tee to green. His stroke gain putting, absolutely awful. Negative 2.689. 39th in the field. Remember, that's of 40 odd guys. So he's right at the back of the pack. Brutal lip out on 18 for birdie there. Kind of reminiscent of like his Charles Schwab lip out from earlier mid 2020. So his putting is not great. I do think he will soak up some ownership, but just looking at the last point there, he's 7th in the world. He's 13th in DraftKings price scoring for round 2 showdown. It's just a clear cut,
just good value
that I see.
Yeah. I mean, typical, maybe not typical, that might be a little bit harsh, but oftentimes we see Morikawa struggling with the putter. And if he gets back to, if he's a neutral day out there, then he's going low. So I think he's a good showdown target. I think that putting will keep him a little bit more off other people's radars as well.
Yeah, but I mean, we see guys like Palmer, like Sergio, typical tee to green guys. If you get a hot putter on a day, Morikawa is probably the best of the class in that ball striker, iffy putter. So I think it's really looking nice for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah. Okay, my first one here, I'm going all the way down to Dustin Johnson. To me, this just seems like a smart play. He's priced at $10,900 on DraftKings. Justin Thomas is the next. I want to say Justin Thomas is maybe 10-7.
Right.
I don't know if that's exactly right, but DJ came in, he's 2 under through round 1. He only had 3 birdies and a bogey. I think that JT, anyone who wants to spend up, they're going to go to JT. So to me, this is a pure contrarian play. It's rare that you get the best golfer in the world, the highest priced guy, as a contrarian play, but I just think it makes sense. You look at, we don't really need to get into what DJ has done over the last few months, but he has not had so he has one of his last 32 rounds has been negative strokes gained. So this would be 2. This would be the second one in that stretch. He was minus 2.5 strokes putting in round 1. You have to go all the way back to the Memorial. And if you remember there, he did not play very well at the Memorial. That was in his horrible stretch right before he started dominating. He didn't look like he was playing that bad on the broadcast. So I don't have a ton of worry that all of a sudden he won the Masters, he took a bunch of time off, he's lost it. Like, his ball striking looked good. So I think that it's going to be the best chance you're going to have to get him at a low ownership percentage.
Yeah. So completely agree with GPPs. I'm definitely leaving salary on the board. I think with my first build, I left 400 or 500. I'm just going to do that. I mean, I think you can be completely contrarian.
I think you have to be contrarian just because of how small the field is.
Yeah, game theory. DJ, I don't know. I think he kind of is getting his land legs back. He's been on the boat, I think, a little bit too long, celebrating his Masters win. He's a little bit wobbly. I saw him spray one, hit a cart path there, lost that drive. I think it's a good play. I mean, if you can get DJ for, in this field, maybe sub 15%, it feels almost like a steal.
Yeah, well, and I feel like JT is going to be looking at 30 or 40%. So to me, it's just zig when everyone else is zagging.
Yeah, so on that note, my second pick here, Cameron Champ, 7,800 on DraftKings. Pretty mediocre opening round, 71. He's 2 under, 4 birdies, 2 bogeys. But he's priced right between Adam Scott, who had a brutal day with his putter, and great tee to green. And Ryan Palmer, who's great tee to green, and Ryan Palmer. So he's right in between those two. I think those two will get a ton of ownership. And Cameron Champ's is kind of hanging out right in between them. I think will go a little bit overlooked. He shouldn't go overlooked. On Thursday, he only hit 40% of his fairways. I was looking through all these players, and they're all 70, 80%. These are some of the widest fairways on the PGA Tour, some of the easiest to hit fairways on the PGA Tour. The fact that he's almost hitting 40% is just absolutely absurd. I don't know how, and he's still positive on approach. So if he can even just he's not an accurate guy. He's a power guy. If he can course correct that to a 55% or a 60%, I mean, we're laughing. On the tour for the 2021 season, so from the Safeway Open on, he ranks 9th on tour in birdie or better percentage. That's just DraftKings Showdown points. That's birdies. That's eagle opportunities. In between Scott and Palmer, I really like Champ for Friday.
Yeah, I like it. I do have someone priced similarly that I like a bit better, but no, I think Champ's a good play. I think this is a course where you can really take advantage of it with a driver if you're hitting it well. So, that's what Cam Champ does. And so if he does that tomorrow, I think we'll see some good score out of him, or a good score out of him. Yeah. But the guy I like around there, Scottie Scheffler, 7,900. Maybe I'm looking back a little bit too much to Mr. 60 and Mr. 59 with DJ and Scottie Scheffler, but yeah. So, he was minus 370 on the scorecard for the first round, 5 birdies, 2 bogeys. You look at his card, you look at his strokes gained for the day. He was negative 0.11 off the tee. And, I saw that and I'm like, man, Scottie Scheffler is a guy he's not a negative off the tee kind of guy.
Yeah.
So I look back at it, he's been positive off the tee in 35 of 38 rounds. So to me, that's an anomaly. I see that correcting, and I see him doing well off the tee tomorrow. On top of that, he was minus 1.33 putting. So again, typically he's not a great putter by any means, but he hovers right around 1. It's usually season long. He's coming off his second year, rookie year type thing. So we don't have a ton of history, but he's typically around 0. So we don't expect him to be someone who's losing with his putter. So I just see, again, he's going to be lower owned than people around him, I think. and you need to look at contrarian plays, I think Scottie Scheffler always has the opportunity to go low. We know how good his approach game and his off the tee game can be, and he's someone who can put up birdies in absolute bunches. So I'm going to take shots with him.
So yeah, I completely agree. I don't know if I'm going to get there on DJ. He's really expensive. I like the play, but I don't know if I'm going to get there. Scheffler's in my lineup. I really like that as well. He's in that same area as Champ. I think I was $100 over on Champ. I think he's actually 77, but Scheffler at 79, Champ at 77. I think that's a really nice kind of combo to start at either a good balanced build or kind of go up and down from there.
But that's exactly why I want to play DJ, because even you are saying you don't want to get there. I think he's going to be very low owned.
That's one lineup so far. We'll see if I make a second. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll
see.
Okay. Thank you everybody for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to our videos. We really do appreciate it. We'll do showdown videos for the rest of the Tournament of Champions. Anything to add there, Craig?
No, good luck tomorrow. Happy to have golf back.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Yep, take care, guys. Be safe.
All right, see ya.